style insurance, like 3LR 11 life leverage. Like this here, it's only an introduction to accounting for the check that a single dollar is. A simple dollar. This here is the 5. This here is the name of the dollar, the alphanumeric F46414494B. This here is the power leap, the 6. So that's the amount of each corner times the 5 that it is within the corner. That's times it 6 times. Multiplying 6 times, pardon me. This here is the Yask, the year of series creation. This one is 1995. This A25. The A25, that's a quantum leap age in currency. This swimming, the swim quotation of alpha numeral and value and account points within a dollar as a check. There's the small letter A2. The bottom always the child motion. As the single started, 1/100 son, 1/100 daughter. 1/1000 father, 1/1000 mother. But this here is 500 minimum. This here is 100 times 5, what makes it the 500. 500, in which I did right here. $100 in support, automatic support for that's for the sun. Automatic support for the sun, right? Times the 5 that it is in capital, entitling $5 times itself, and that creates the starting increment of $500 in support, starting support. The symbology is support, structure support. Then you multiply the second quantum step. Multiply the same 5 by the second quantum step. That indicates the shade, the outline of the 5, the dark sights of the outline of the 5, indicating stacks of, multiples, the shadow of stacks of and multiples from the ground. So that's indicated. So that makes that 50 at minimum. 50 degrees of separation. 5 50s. $55, quarterly checks and everything. 3LR. Right? So you multiply that 50 times the 500 and you get 25B, which is 25,000. Right? Next, you multiply the 500 that the section is times 5 to the 6th power. So that's 500 times 5 equaling 2500, or 2B 500A. Then you multiply that times another 5, and then you have 12B 500A. Multiply times another 5, you have 62B 500A. Multiplied by the power of 4, which is times another 5, you have 312B 500A. And you multiply times power 5, which is another 5. And you have 1C, which is grand. A lot of people mistake, a lot of persons and interest builders account grand as first meon. No doubt it's a first meon, but that's only if you multiply them three columns times a certain amount to equal the first meon and above, which is quantum category E. Right? So that's multiplied from 312 500 multiplied by another 5, and you get 1C 562B 500A, right? Then you multiply by the final 6 that the quantum leap is, that the power increasing is of accountants, assured accountants, times, the 5 again, which is power 6, and then you get 7C 512B 500A. This makes that 7,512,500 Corinthian points as check anomalies or check increases as support all unified Corinthian points within doilies within this $1 as capital. So this is the value, starting minimum value thus far for the child, a son or a daughter, in automatic child support. And then you multiply both sides, scale of both son and daughter, times 2. The value multiplies itself times 2 for both corner accountants for son and daughter as minimum support within the dollar stream, and that increases at a rate of 75D 125C plus 300D 500C equaling 375D 625C in completion, and that makes 375 green, 625 grand in completion of currency accumulated unified Corinthian point value points or purchase points. Yeah, purchase points. That's a greater. That's defining, the points within the dollar and the bank one at a greater pace. At that, yeah, purchase points. So these are the coinage that build within the creation of sectional weight as the dollar. The dollar weight are these coinage coins accounting within. The scale of them goes from 1 through 9. That's first start. So that's 1, 5, and then there's 9, and then the 10 come in. So the accountant of quantum and increase of them always reaches the maximum point plus 9 or times 9. Next, you have the A25. The A25 is accounting for the daughter, accounts as creation of futurity, future self, whether herself, her parents, her brother, her grandparents, or great grandparents. It all accounts within the quantum leap currency increase. So at this point, that one is A25. The A25. So the A25 is $100 times 25, which makes 2,500. So the A25 is automatically in support. Equal is an equilibrium, equality of $2,500. You take that $2,500 and you multiply that times the increasing for both children starting support, automatic level service support, or purchase points. And you multiply that. And that has an increasing deliverance, of first million, 180 million, 807 green, 500 grand, and full completing accounting purchase points. plus 751 million 250 green in purchase points. So that qualifies an accumulated amount of, I'm going to get to this now, accumulated points of, right? It accumulates to the full surface support and purchase points of 932 million 57 green 500 grand thus far, and the coinage is of 11 cent, and the countdown of a minimum to a capital from 11 cent to a capital in reverse terms. That indicates the leverage. The dollar check itself is at a level of a height, but the indication of bottom increase from Z to A as A to Z increase. The dollar leverage or purchase points within unified accountants as owns and the link connection of own and gaining age and aging. Thus far, this is only an introduction to how I account to my business, the Metal of Freedom 3LR Living Life Leverage. How can I say, reservance, accounted purchase points within a single dollar, where I could bring down the poverty and everything. So now you know it's not only about me rhyming, it's about me doing what I have to do for all of you, and to have J. Ho. Like so, I'm gonna eat.